I've got a story here that I think is big, really big, because it's bound to have a terrific impact on business. I'm talking about a new market, a big new market, millions upon millions of new prospects with $15 billion to spend. That's right, I said $15 billion. That's a lot of money, isn't it? The surprising thing is that it's a fresh market, still full of opportunities. It grew up so fast, got so big in a hurry, that few of us realize its scope. Now, these days, nobody's likely to pass up chances to sell. And yet right here in our own front yard, there's a neglected market. There's money waiting to be spent. To get the story of this market, to be able to tell you the secret of selling the Negro, we did a lot of digging. We talked to leading businessmen, the customers, and the salesmen. We went to Washington, D.C. We set up cameras and other key points around the nation. And out of this all, there emerged a story, the story of a new market. Yes, this is the market we're talking about, the new Negro family. Their name is Wells or Wilson, Smith or Brown or Alexander or Breen. They live in Chicago, in Atlanta or New York, in Detroit, St. Louis, Los Angeles, any one of 1,000 cities and towns. All over the country, families such as this are enjoying new prosperity. They have new interests, new standards of living, a buying power they've never enjoyed before. They're good prospects for practically all types of goods and services. All too often, though, they're overlooked prospects. Why? Because of some good, valid reason? No. They're overlooked because of mistaken ideas, because of out-of-date ideas about how the Negro lives and how he buys. The truth of the matter is that the Negro lives pretty much the same as other folks. He buys pretty much the same way, too. But just the same, a lot of old doubts and opinions keep cropping up over and over again.
I don't like to do business with Negroes. They're drifters. You can't keep track of them.
Yes, although a lot of people think that way, the truth is that 1 out of every 3 Negro families living in cities today owns its own home. That figure comes directly from the United States Bureau of Census.
Maybe so, but Negroes are poor credit risks.
Not more of a credit risk than any other group. Actually, the Negro homebuyer meets his payments faithfully, often more faithfully than other race groups in the same economic level. That's the information we got from people who ought to know, the National Association of Real Estate Boards.
Well, maybe, but I've always heard that Negroes buy shoddy, poor-quality merchandise.
No, it's just the other way around. According to leading researchers, in proportion to population and income, Negroes buy more quality products than any other comparable United States group. You see, there are a lot of confused notions about the Negro customer. But when you dig right down and find out about them, they just don't hold water. Negroes own homes. They meet their payments faithfully. They buy good brands of merchandise. So why let a lot of old-fashioned ideas hurt profits? This class Negro market, we must realize that something has been happening economically in our country. People and toiletries are educated, too. Because since 1930, enrollment in Negro colleges is up 2,500%. But really, to recognize the importance of this class Negro market, we must realize that something has been happening economically in our country. People are on the move. The population is shifting. The makeup of metropolitan populations today is different than it was just a few short years ago. To give you a better idea of what we mean, we set up several cameras, candid cameras, in a number of shopping locations. Take a look at these shoppers. %. The trend is plain. The new Negro families today are moving into more populated areas, to the cities, where there are more stores, more buying opportunities. Since 1940, in San Francisco alone, the Negro market has increased by 89%. In Chicago, by 81%. Houston, Texas, 45%. Philadelphia, 50%. The impact of this new buying force is so tremendous that actually in 14 major United States markets, A product cannot be number one without Negro support. A product must have the backing of this big new buying power to be a leader in the field. What do you have to sell? Chewing gum or cars? Toothpaste or transportation? Whatever it is, here are millions of prospects. And these prospects are everywhere. Negro customers can no longer be pigeonholed. They cannot be classified as prospects who trade only in certain stores, certain neighborhoods. Today, Negroes shop downtown. They shop in supermarkets. They shop in small neighborhood stores. They'll buy from anyone who wants to sell to them. But we all know that before you can sell to customers, you've got to get to know them. You must understand something about them. What do the Negro customers buy? Why do they buy? How do you sell to them? Let's find out. Let's hear the opinion of men who have spent a lifetime studying the buying habits of customers the world over. Here is what sales psychologists have to say about selling to the Negro.
The secret of selling to the Negro is expressed in one word. That word is recognition. Now, there's nothing unusual about that. People want to be recognized. They need recognition. That's basic in all of us. But perhaps because he's had so little of it, the Negro needs even more. He needs to feel important and appreciated. This need is a very real and important one. It shows up even in many of the Negro's shopping habits. Anyone who sells or wants to sell to the Negro customer should know about some of these habits. 3 habits in particular play a big part in every sales transaction. To begin with, most Negroes buy by brand. They ask for products by name. They're quick to turn down off-brands. Do you wonder why? Well, listen to what this customer is thinking.
That last hat I bought just didn't hold up at all.
You see, for a long time, the Negro has been sold a lot of shoddy, second-class merchandise. So now he asks for name brands in order to make sure he gets his money's worth. Buying by brand. That's the first important Negro buying habit. Now for the second. The Negro buys good quality merchandise. Symbols of quality and prestige are very important to the Negro customer. This woman, for example, is buying fine crystalware. But she is also buying the admiration and approval of her friends and relatives. Listen to her thoughts.
My, isn't it beautiful? I can hardly wait to show it to Sally and Joan.
It's a well-known fact that many Negro customers are influenced by the opinions of others. What their friends may think of a certain item often decides whether or not the sale is made. So remember, the Negro buys quality merchandise. That's the second important point. And here's the third thing to remember when selling to a Negro customer. When he specifically asks for one thing, don't try to sell him something else. Don't try to switch him at the point of sale. If you do, he'll probably react something like this.
Doesn't he think I've got the money to pay for it?
There's a reason for this reaction. Again, because he's had experience with cheap merchandise, the Negro resents being offered a substitute. He wants to be sold on quality, not price. The Negro buys by brand, he buys quality, and he doesn't like to be switched at point of sale. These are the keys to selling the Negro customer.
What is good, my people? We are still live. What's going on, my brother Bill Gates? What's going on, Pledge? Yo, shout out to everybody that came in here. You know what I'm saying? They trying to trying to hate on me, but they still here. What's going on, Bakari? And yeah, I'll put the link in the chat, bro, so you can come on if you want to. But yeah, like I said, like I don't know if I don't know if y'all want to take the heat or nothing like that, because you know we still be facing the same problems over and over, and this is just another scale, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course they're gonna block my channel, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're listening. And the irony is, like, if you look on this channel, the same video has been up for like 6 months now, and it's still up right now, and I didn't get a block for it. And this time they said it was graphic. They said it was graphic content or something like that, but it was literally in that one. You know, I have videos that actually do show graphic content, but that one was just all news clips, like literally everything that was on that video, maybe like one or two things, I don't know. But everything that was on that video that they banned me for was literally on TV somewhere in the world. You know what I'm saying? So and I'm not mad about it, but again, this is a lesson that needs to be learned. Like, how many times are we gonna go through the same things with all of these channels where they try to block our speech, where they try to block everything, and we just, roll with it and it's cool with it. Like, and I know it did it because, like, I know on my last live, you know what I'm saying? Because I did it live because I figured they was gonna block it, even though they didn't block the video I did the premiere for, because the video that was up for like 2 days. But I know they was listening because at the end, I was like, at the very end, I said, and I'm gonna put YouTube out of business or whatever. And I was like, yeah, they probably blocked me for it, and they did. So, like, these people really be listening to the stuff that we saying. Like, they probably got people in every category to listen to all the stuff that we saying. Yo, what's going on, Bakari?
Peace, my man. What's going on, my brother? My little brother, what's going on?
Not much, not much. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I'm just talking about like this whole YouTube stuff because they banned my page again. The first time they said it was hate speech, you know what I'm saying, which is the weird thing because, like, we're gonna get into that because I've seen the policy on that. But I want people to know that I'm not even mad at YouTube or nothing like that because that's what they're supposed to do. I'm more mad that we haven't created that platform yet. So, we're gonna see what's going on with this platform, like, as much as I could find in this short amount of time. But of course they are involved with Google and YouTube and everything, so it's hard to get like a lot of information on them. But we can see what we can find. You know what I'm saying, Bukhari?
Yep. You know what? I'm like you. I'm not mad either. But you know something? YouTube haters. I've had people tell me YouTube won't let me subscribe to your channel. But tonight, I literally saw it. Because, like I say, I stand out and I talk to people, right? If a newly come in the chat or if Noel come in the chat, if people come in my chat sometime, they'll tell you that's how they met me. Just in the store talking, right? Stuff I talk about here is what I talk about there. So when I was out today and I was talking, it was a couple of people say, I want to see your channel. I was having say, want to hear more of this. I say, I got a channel. This is subscribe. I said, yeah. They say YouTube would not let them subscribe. I said, let me show you. So I hit she said, watch. Every time, it was two of them. Every time you hit the subscribe button, YouTube took them to a different page. They could not subscribe to my channel. So YouTube create the algorithm. YouTube have an algorithm who they want to have an algorithm. I'm not gonna get on here and act a donkey and have beef and call my brothers the N-word and my sisters B's and H to get in YouTube algorithm. I'm not gonna change who I am for YouTube. But I've had people tell me that before, but I saw it today. I literally saw it. YouTube would not let them subscribe to my channel. So Forecast, you keep doing what you're doing. You go in on them. I'm gonna go in on you. I ride with you. You understand?
Yeah, for sure. And they probably make me a target for or whatever, but it is what it is. Cause like, they, like I said, they control the whole thing. So it ain't but so much you can put out on them unless you like do a deep dive investigation. But that's not the point. The whole point, and I was hoping the brother would hit me back. Like, we need to support our own platforms or build our own platforms, number one, because that's what they're doing. They're doing what they're supposed to do. I have people comment all the time, like, "Oh, they unsubscribe me from your channel. Where you been?" You know what I'm saying? Like, and we've been putting out videos all the time, and they like, "Yo, I haven't seen you for like 3 months," and then it finally popped up, or I tried to search this video and it was gone, or they do little slick stuff like what they've been doing on my channel for years. Because I'm gonna show you that too. They put the little age advisory on it, or like all kind of stuff to limit who can find this video, you know what I'm saying, or who can watch it, or they limit it in certain countries because that's just what they do. But like I said, we gonna start seeing why. Because and then me and Bakari, we've been talking about this for a minute, as far as like it'll say one person is watching, and it'd be three people on the show and six people, at least six people talking, you know what I'm saying. Bill Gates said, I used to work for a company that vending for Facebook and Google, and they both have a payroll for a cluster fuck of people to just watch content. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, and just in areas and all of that. And he said they also have them take tests to see how their judgment is and if they meet their standards. No, yeah, that makes sense. I know that, you know what I'm saying? I know that for a fact. And then, there's this thing on here where you can challenge it, but like, I'll be keeping it real. I'll be like, oh yeah, y'all just some haters, y'all racist if y'all let this, like, I know they're gonna deny it anyway, so I just be like, yo, I just be saying the truth. Like all of this is news clips, like nothing's graphic about this. This video is on another platform and all of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? But before we start getting into all that stuff, because they ain't even have it organized like that, because it is what it is. But Bakar, you want to say something?
Well, no, we on here. They gonna do what they do. That's why I tell us, as long as we use this video, I'm gonna say it like this. I believe it more of us watching us than YouTube say. I'm being honest with you. I believe it's. I'm not. I know I have a small channel, but I believe I now, after watching someone who clearly could not, two people who clearly could not subscribe to my channel, I probably have more subscribers than YouTube say. So what we have to do is, when we're supporting one another, we have to make sure we share these shows and put them in algorithm. We have to make sure, as long as we're still using YouTube, we have to share it with the people we know to make sure it's an algorithm. And if we share it with the people we know, not just me and you, I'm talking to the chat and everybody who watches. And if we share it, we're gonna share it to people who's on our wavelength. So that way, what we're doing can grow. They can't stop us. They just a little obstacle. They just a little roadblock, a bump in the road. So what we're doing right now, we're figuring out a way to get around that bump in the road. I just emailed being Ugo for you too. I know you say you did it, but I'm just letting you know I just sent him one too.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Because that's the thing, because this really about promoting other black owned stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not about their stuff, but we're gonna get into it since they want to, black people and people like the stuff. So like, why not get into them? You know what I'm saying? Even though I know people don't want no beef with them. You know what I'm saying? But like Bakari said, streaming, like, because I'm streaming on another platform right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still gonna say it, like we're gonna put them out of business. And it's not because of no hate stuff, it's because we're supporting each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm telling you right now that they need your dollar to sustain themselves, no matter what they tell you about what you do or none of that. You know what I'm saying? They need your dollars to sustain what they do. So, first of all, let's see what they do with their dollars. First of all, like I don't even know like who created Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, but YouTube and stuff like that. But Car, you know who did it? Let me
Oh,
see.
snap, I'm on mute. Say that again. Do I know
No,
who
I
did
was
what?
saying like I just found out today that who actually, well, not today because I looked it up before, but I'm saying like did you know who created YouTube?
No, I don't know who created YouTube. Nah.
All right, well, we might as well see what they look like. All right, hold on. Cause I ain't never tried to do it like this, so it is what it is. All right, you can see that, right, Bakari?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, these are the dudes who created Facebook. Now,
Are you
this,
sharing it yet?
yeah, can you see the dude? Can you see the picture?
Yeah, I can see it. I was just wondering, so the people in the chat, because they have a lapse when you watching. Yeah, it has a lapse. That's why I was asking.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me know. Let me know, cause I can't see it right now.
Yeah, they can see it.
All right, but yeah, these are the a white boy, Asian boy, and some other kind of dude. You know what I'm saying? And now he's like an immigrant from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? That's first of all. I think he's out of it. You know what I'm saying? He ended up getting out of it. Now it ain't too much, besides him being an immigrant, they talking about, this is the model immigrant right here, the person that got all of these grants and all of this stuff to be able to go to college and then get a job at I think they worked at PayPal. That's where they met at or whatever. So, but this Asian dude right here, I think he out of it too now, you know what I'm saying? And they got out of it, I think in like 2011 or 2010, something like that. But, they of course like rich now. But I want to see like what this Asian dude is talking about with his business because let me see. First of all, yeah, you see that, Bukari?
Yes, I can see it. Asian American bully business leaders rally against wave of hatred. We don't deserve to live in fear in our own country.
So amongst this stuff right here, all of these Asian this dude, this is what he's doing with his wealth, among many executives and business leaders, they have raised more than $20,000 and to stop the instances of growing Asian hate. Now this was before the Asian hate bill, and that's what that was about, you know what I'm saying? Now they pledged to donate nearly $10 million. Now these are the rich Asian people that came over here, you know what I'm saying? You got the Zoom CEO, the YouTube co-founder, a bunch of other stuff. But they said as a proud Asian American, it's disheartening to see the hatred and violence against our community. You know what I'm saying? Racism in any form is unacceptable, and I feel strongly it's important to lend my voice and stand up for my fellow colleagues, friends, and family who are suffering during this time. Now, Bukari, how do you feel about that? Number one.
I don't see no suffering. Uh, but they band together to say, stop the Asian hate. As a proud Asian American, it is disheartening to see the hatred. I wonder who the hatred is coming from. The hatred is not coming from us. You understand what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
they try to punt it toward us and make it seem like you haven't here the BIE, as if the black identity extremists, since that's what they want to call us, was hating on Asians. See, we don't have the right to tell the truth about anyone but each other, right? That's why I always say we say the N word to one another, kill one another, but get on here and scared to say chink, scared to say wop, scared to say kike, scared to say any other derogatory term toward anybody else because they would take your channel down, or you would get a strike, or you would get banned. And if and if you don't want me saying this stuff on your channel forecast, I will stop.
Bro, I'm already banned, bro.
But when it comes to us, we can treat each other. So maybe we need to start raising some money. So because we should be disheartened by the 400 or 500 years of hatred that has come toward us in this country from everybody. Maybe we should band together and raise us some money and build us a site so we can talk about the hate that come to us, to our people, from everybody out here. But as them, I don't care about their feelings at all. I don't care about them being disheartened. That is their business.
Yeah,
Not
but doesn't that make him a AIE?
yes, the way we see it, yes, that's what he is to us. An Asian identity extremist. Because he's trying to stand for Asians. But you know what Asians mean? white. Okay, and let me tell you why I say that, right? And I ain't trying to go deep into history, but haven't you heard people say race is something that was created in this country, right?
Hmm.
After slavery, ain't that's what they say?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I
what they
tell
say.
people that is not true. Go back and study. Third century, second, third, fourth century, you will see people were called black, people were called white. The whole world was white except guess what race of people? The whole world that they had made contact to with the Europeans, the Asians in the Middle East, and the Orientals. All of those people were considered white, except African people. So yes, they are identity extremists forever, but we can't be what we want to be. So it's time for us to forget some of those rules. Yes, that would make him an Asian identity extremist or a yellow identity or a yellow. Since we're just black and they don't like to call us African, I'm not going to call them yellow. I'm not going to call them Asian. So yes, they're yellow identity extremists.
Yeah, and they said in addition to financial support towards justice causes, the business leaders stated their commitments to support Asian employees, such as by creating and funding AAPI employee resource groups. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not even mad at, like I said, this is not about being mad at nobody because they like to call it hate speech and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm trying to show you what they're doing and the people who got money and all of that stuff. And during that time, they tried to flip that stuff and call it, what I'm saying, like say black people was attacking. They used that one video. Now I haven't seen before or after another case of a black man attacking or a random Asian person, and we know who has the history of attacking people randomly, you know what I'm saying? But since that video, I haven't seen that. But it was funny how the Chinese people were discriminating against African people because of the Chinese virus. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole weird thing to me. And now, do you see the same thing coming from the YouTube co-founder, the Zoom co-CEO about them calling the African virus that they trying to make it seem like now?
Yep, not just this. Do you all remember a few months ago they came out with something that they were calling it monkeypox? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It was called a
Mhm.
monkeypox because it came from Africa. So then people say, well, they got it from monkeys. No, it came from rodents. Some rodents they may eat, let's say like a raccoon or whatever. But since black people bought it here, they named it monkeypox, and nothing was racist about that. But do you remember how everybody was in an uproar, including black people, African descent people, was in an uproar because Donald Trump said the Wuhan flu or the China virus or whatever he called it, and everybody called him being racist. You understand what I'm saying? But something that a black person bought here supposedly came from Nigeria, supposedly, all of a sudden it's the monkeypox. But there was nothing racist about that. And when I mentioned it on Facebook, you know who got upset with me for mentioning it? Was black people. Black people that call themselves Black Americans. They got upset. FBA, ADOS, they got upset. Well, they wouldn't treat it like us. They wouldn't call. Well, that have nothing to do with what I'm talking about. See, it's easy to disrespect, belittle, degrade, and keep a people at the bottom when those people at the bottom is constantly fighting over petty differences. It's easy to keep them stabilized, stagnant, right there in that one spot, just stagnant. Can't move because they won't stop fighting each other. Because some of them want to be, most of them, the majority want to be accepted by other people. So I'm like you, I'm not upset at what people do. They're doing what they're supposed to do. The people who's not doing what they're supposed to do is us. And I'm not saying me and you and the people in the chat don't do nothing, but I'm making us as a whole now. It's black people, African blood people. We are the people that's not doing what we're supposed to do. We are the ones that's not doing what they're supposed to do. Everybody else is. We have a lot of figuring out to do, but we show the cowardice because we're going to fight each other and we're not going to fight them. I'll get the mic.
Yeah, my brother, I agree. And let me say this, yo, shout out to my sister Matilda. Yo, there are a bunch of black YouTubers who be taking YouTube to court and all of that kind of stuff. Now, I don't even agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I actually kind of take it as an honor, you know what I'm saying? Because they feel like whatever I say is threatening enough that, I could electrify and unify the people, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's not one person. That's the thing they don't understand. Is an energy. You can't take it out with just one person. You know what I'm saying? Or else we would have been stopped. You know what I'm saying? And black YouTubers, because we've been talking about how and I don't even agree with them taking off like racist white people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't even black people off my channels. You know what I'm saying? But the fact is, they would let somebody, because y'all don't even know all the racist comments that they was making on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, people say, like, especially those racist white boys say some wild stuff, and I don't even delete it. But YouTube literally deletes my response without even, I don't even take it to that level. But they delete my response, but not theirs. You know what I'm saying? So like, I already peep game with this, and black YouTubers have been complaining, and black people in general have been complaining. But when people was asking YouTube to stop the hate speech and stuff, now I'm gonna show people what they said. And Bakar, you could talk. Try to pull this up real quick.
You know what? Like you've been saying, we need our own site we can use. We need a website that we can use. We need to get with some brothers or sisters that already have a website while we're building our own and promote that. Let people know about their site and their website where they can listen to the podcast. And some forecasts we could get a blog talk radio. It's not nearly as you have more freedom on there than you would on here on YouTube. So there's things we can do, and that's what we need to start working toward. I see you done pull your thing up. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, no, first of all, this is the person that's making decisions at YouTube right now.
Is she a small hat?
I don't know, probably. No,
Whoa,
well, I
sissy.
don't know. She said a Polish American, you know what I'm saying? By the way, note that Bukhari, a Polish American. But yeah, I don't know if she is or not. She might be, I don't know. But this is the person at YouTube making the decisions and stuff. Now I'm sure they got him trained to do all of that, and there's local people doing this stuff. But this is the person that's in charge right now. Now, when people was asking her to stop all that white extremist stuff that was going on, that white identity extremist, um y'all remember, because they ended up storming the Capitol, but this is what she said, sorry for racist material on videos, but cannot pull them all down. Now, she said, unless the specific intent of a video is to harass, it is not violation of policy. Now, Bukhari, would you say like my videos was harassing people?
Of course not.
Okay. Well, it probably was, because their stuff is coming down and they turning their like, George Washington and them, like, I know people think they in hell, but they turning over in their graves right now because this generation of people that dropped the ball and it's over for them. So they probably do feel like that. But I don't think so either. I agree with you, Bakari. But she said,
Oh, let me say this. Let me say this real quick.
yeah, go
Yes,
ahead.
because I did look her name up. And I do this. No reason I do this, because you find some people actually think there's some type of coalition with Jews and black folks, right? I know you done heard some older generation folks say that, and you find some people today, right?
Facts, yeah.
She is a Polish kike.
Mm.
That's what she is. She's a Polish kike. Now I know they probably gonna say something, but
Hey, Bakari, since we can call black women bitches, can you call her a Polish kike bitch or something like
bitch, a
that?
Polish kike bitch hoe.
Because you can say nigga bitch all day and not get blocked on here.
Yeah, you can say the N word all day. Don't nobody care. We don't even care. They don't care. Don't nobody care. But yeah, she's a Polish kike bitch, is what she is. A Polak. A Polak kike. The white folks even cracks a joke. How many Polacks does it take to screw in a light bulb? You ever heard that one?
Nah, what is it?
Yeah, I heard them read. How many Polacks does it take to screw in a light bulb?
What is it? How
They
many?
never get an answer. They just say they're so dumb. It take a lot of them. That's what they would say. That was the answer right there.
Man, that's hateful. That's hateful right there, Bakari.
I'm saying it is hateful. Yeah, of course that's hateful. But everybody can sit on YouTube and call people the N word, can sit on TikTok and do blackface, and I'm quite sure all this stuff is probably owned by all the same people.
Yeah, and they probably really gonna block me off of this joint, but it is what it is. I'll make another page if they do, y'all. But go ahead, Bakari. My bad.
No, you good, man. So if they block, that's why I came on here with you. If they block you, they gonna, well, shit, they already blocking me. Remember, I told you I saw some people that literally could not subscribe to my channel today. Remember,
Hmm.
I even hit the subscribe button, so they're already blocking me anyway. So what the hell what can they do? They want you to bow down and beg, but they don't know how to deal with grown black men that don't beg, that ain't gonna bow down. Like the football coach of Alabama, why did he leave the NFL to go back to college? They don't know how to deal with grown black men. They don't know how. They have no idea. When they see a strong grown black man, African man that stand on his square, they don't know how to deal with that. So the kike is the Polak kike bitch is gonna exert her power, I guess. But they've already exerted it. They blocked you on one channel. They blocked people from subscribing to my channel. But they want you to lay down and bow to them. No, it won't happen. It will not happen. Go ahead. I get a bite.
Yeah, yeah, and I feel you, and look, Bakari, what I think you said was hateful. You know what I'm saying? Hateful to the Polish people, bro. But according to Susan here, Wo Hickey or whatever her name is, she apologized for the hurt caused due to hateful content on the platform, but defended the hosting of such content. So she defends your right to say this, no matter what I feel, bro. So I ain't nothing I could do. But she said we look at harassment and we think about harassment. There are a number of things we can look at. First of all, we look at the context. Was this video dedicated to harassment, or was it a 1 hour political video that had racial slurs to it? Those are two very different what? So which one do you think she's saying is okay and which one is wrong?
Now say it again and make sure I heard it right.
She said they look at the context. First of all, they look at the context. Was this video dedicated to harassment, or was it a 1 hour political video that had racial slurs to it? Those are different. Those are very different kind of videos.
Well, this our political views to it. It's not hateful. It's not hateful at all.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know which one she banning. She must be banning the 1 hour political videos that had racial slurs to it, because that's literally defined what my, even though, like, because they would define our lives as politics and I don't, because I'm talking about like real life, but that's why they have Black Lives Matter as a political thing, and George Floyd protests is about politics and stuff like that. To them in their society, it was literally an hour, maybe an hour and a half political video that may or may not have had racial slurs in it. And not only that, those racial slurs that I was okay with getting away with was saying nigga. And the ones I got blocked for was, number one, when I did something on the Jews, because you mentioned she was a Jew, so that makes sense. And first of all, they can't say nothing to me until they're ready to break off some of that reparations money they're getting. So I don't really want to hear nothing about what they got going on. And I already talked about the history, but I think that one got took down. So they are the ones who literally financed the slave trade. Like they are the ones who got like a lot of money involved. Now they weren't the major players because like that's the thing. Europeans were competing about who was going to be the winner. Who was going to take the most and have the most. But what the Jewish people did, now, yeah, they were slave owners and all of that stuff, but they were the first ones to put slaves on credit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that whole Wall Street thing, all of that come with it because they was along with the Dutch around this area because they had already got kicked out of wherever they were. And there's like Jewish people get kicked out of all of the places. And this is just historically speaking now, and we can see why because Nick Cannon say, oh, yeah, you took my identity. And now he got to go on an apology tour to get his own show that he probably paid out of his own pocket back. You know what I'm saying? So, like they did the same thing to Hitler and they try to compare black people to Hitler like he wasn't another European. Like he was no different from George Washington and they put him on the mountain. So like I don't really see how they can compare that. But according to the story, Hitler was trying to go against the Jews who was oppressing them. They had the high rent and all of that stuff. And then he just started speaking and the people got hyped. And of course the Jewish riot, it was New York, I think, when the Jewish person ran over the kid and they had a riot behind it and the Jewish person didn't even go to jail. That was in the 90s. And like we could see Jewish people, like the cop, because that was in the video too. A black cop tried to give a Jewish person a ticket and they told him, get up out of here, nigga. This is whatever town, Kike Town or whatever they call it. But yeah, I ain't mean to go on that rant though, Bakari. Yeah, you got something else to say?
No, I'm just listening to you right now, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah. Um okay, it said in the past 2 years in particular, YouTube has been repeatedly criticized for failing to take appropriate action on hate speech and racist comments on they damn sure have been giving me the jump for the last 2 years talking about some hate speech. So I'm not really sure what that's talking about. But they refused to take down Steven Crowder's video and about some other dude about his racist and homophobic material. And it was the LGBT community and all of that stuff getting on him and they refused to take it down. But this is just another right wing, like one of those racist white boys, what I'm saying, Steven Crowder. But yeah, Bakar, you got anything else to say? Let me see what else in here.
Go ahead. I'm following your lead, my brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think there's nothing else in here. I ain't even go through all of this stuff. But of
But
course.
let me say this, right? One of the
Mhm,
biggest things from this, right, is regardless of what they do tonight, right?
mhm,
Of course, we like talking to our people. Whatever they're gonna do, they're gonna do, right? But what we need to understand from this is how we need to start sharing our shows, how we need to start making sure that we're an algorithm so we don't always have to depend on them to do something for us, right? Because they don't want it in algorithm. If they refuse to let someone subscribe to my channel, and every time you do something, they want to take yours down, right? So why are we still dependent or being dependent, excuse me, on them, hoping that one day they decide to say, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and let their video go through. But it's not gonna happen, right? It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. If that's what we're waiting on.
I mean, you know, people gonna take them to court and stuff like that, though. So,
Hmm.
all right. So, you know, we bashed them enough. Like, let's find something good to talk about YouTube, and they can't be all racist. Like, oh, that's all we talk about is racism. You know what I'm saying? They can't all. What's
They
up,
ain't
Tommy? Work?
all bad.
What's up, bro? Yeah, it's some good white folks out here, Bukari.
They ain't
Um,
all bad
all right, so let
on,
me
on these YouTube streets. The YouTube streets ain't all bad. You know what? I'm gonna say something good about YouTube right now, right? If it wasn't for YouTube, the people in the chat right now, and you, my brother, I would not have met any of y'all. There's one good thing about YouTube, and that's what I think should be used for, right? That's what I think it should be used for, is what we're doing right now, connecting with one another, connecting with one another, trying to make moves together as a people, planning for the future. That's what it should be used for. But when you use it for that, it's not a but, because it's still things that we should do. When you use it for that, they don't put us in algorithm, so we have to put ourselves in algorithm. And I tell everybody all the time, forecast channel is much bigger than mine. That's good, especially his other channel. And I'm absolutely okay with that. I'm cool. I don't care. It's quality over quantity, far as I'm concerned. But we know how they do. So I appreciate YouTube for allowing me to meet all the people in the chat and you, Forecast, Sister Raw, Time to Work, Bill Gates, Erica Howard, you know, the brother guy Nollywood Jr., who's not on here tonight. All of those people my big brother, uh, Marcus Garvey too, and anybody that I miss, blame it on my brain, not my heart. Okay? That's the good thing about YouTube. That's a good thing about YouTube as far as I'm concerned.
Yo, I agree with you, Bakari. Yo, it's like MG2 said, he even said, yo, how could you use Joe Biden as a tool? Because everything when you're in war is supposed to be used as a tool. And this platform is nothing but to help us meet each other to get on the same wave, but then take that energy off of this platform and to our own platforms and then on to real life, you know what I'm saying? In person. Not that YouTube isn't real life or whatever. But yeah, you see the screen, Bakari?
Yes, I see it.
All right, yo, so YouTube commits $100 million, and this was doing all those protests and all that stuff to amplify black creators and artists, a special funded. Yo, so do you got any idea about what that's about, or
Now, this is my first time hearing of it.
Right, me too. I mean, today, well, you got any like guesses about what you think it means?
Mm, they're gonna start paying some YouTube content creators, right? That's what it means. But me and you, especially me, I ain't gonna just say me and you, but especially me. Your channel bigger than mine for sure. But we won't see none of that. We talk about the wrong stuff. So what they're trying to amplify, they say creators and artists. So you're gonna find more YouTube rappers getting some money. People who bragging on our people who bragging on shooting us. We gonna and selling us drugs and all that and doing the drugs nowadays is what they're bragging on too. They're gonna get some money. The uh the people that's constantly banging the N word over and over and over, banging on black people all the time. We're gonna see them get some money. The people who have you listening talking about aliens out in space and all that, and black people, we the orange dominions and the brown Williehites, they're gonna get some money.
The
So
what?
that's what it's not. It's not a go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, my bad. I didn't mean to. You said the orange what?
The orange dominions and the brown Williehites. You don't know who they are, huh?
Nah, I never heard of that. But yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't mean to cut your flow. My
No,
bad.
you
Go ahead.
good, my man. You are good.
Hey, I ain't never heard of that. The orange Willie Ice. What the world?
Yeah, the brown dominions. That's the new Wabian stuff. But
Oh,
anybody who going and we from the planet Risk, we are descendants of people from planet Risk where the average black man was 8 feet tall, 8 to 8.5 feet tall. Those type of you giving that type of knowledge. But talking about coming together and want to really get together and come do something like what we're doing and willing to cross tribal lines, that money is not for us. ADOS can get some money because they gonna cross. They're just gonna say we only concerned about the American descendants of slave, not race. But they say it's for black folks, but it's not race. FBA stuff like that, But as far as people talking about black people coming together, we are deemed racist, my young brother.
um, yeah, that's true. I don't even, we not even prejudiced because prejudice means to prejudge, and they ain't prejudging nothing. Like, we didn't had too much judgments that we would been wrong. So, we not even prejudiced to those who would say that we are racist. But so YouTube is launching $100 million fund to amplify the black voices of black creators on its platform by developing talent and funding for new shows. Now, this white girl, Susan Hickey or whatever, detailed what the company plans to do to help and protect black communities on the platform. You know, she said the fund will support the creation of new YouTube original programming. I think this is pretty original right here, and help with the development of black creators and artists. We're creators and artists. She said, we're committed to doing better as a platform to center and amplify black voices. Now, what they're saying is a new show called Bear Witness Take Action, and this has supposedly been happening. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but the special would include activists like YouTube creators and artists like Jamel Hill, John Legend, and Roxanne Gay, and will rate. Hold on, so John Legend is a YouTube creator and artist, but
So it's just given to musicians that already have money.
Jamel Hill, I don't know who Roxanne Gay is.
Yeah.
And it will raise money for the Equal Justice Initiative. Now I don't even know if that's a black organization or not, or what they put their money into. So this is where their money is going, pretty much. Um, he said they will continue to tackle hate and harassment to create a safe environment for black users to freely use the platform, whether it's viewers watching and commenting on your videos or whatever. So basically, they're going to delete our own comments off of our page for whatever reason they feel like it, pretty much.
Hey, they're already doing that, right? How many
Mhm.
videos have you received after and people watch them and they leave a comment and you go to read the comment and the comment is not there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they already doing that.
They doing it to protect us, bro.
Yeah, they don't let us know what people are saying. Don't let us know if somebody really interested in what's that email again? We didn't get the email to the B1 list at gmail.com. Team Black. Okay, it's December. We say by February we finna start trying to raise some money so we can have a meet and greet when it get warmer somewhere. Do a cookout so we can sit and talk and really discuss our plans and what our future is. You understand? So they're erasing those messages. You feel me?
Yeah.
They're erasing those messages.
Well, according to this
The
white,
message. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, no, go ahead. No, I was at, but according to this white bitch, they not, they doing it to protect us, bro.
Oh, I didn't know they were protecting me when they did that. In all honesty, I did not know that was their plan. I didn't even think they cared about me enough to attempt to protect me. They gonna protect us on YouTube, huh? These the Jews, these the kikers, right? These were the shipbuilders, right? These the ones that built the ships for the slave. When I say shipbuilders, I'm talking about the ones who built the ships during slavery. These the ones that trying to protect us now. These the ones that will say they were small numbers here in the United States, so it wasn't enough of them to be involved in slavery. Then when you look it up, 75% of the Jewish population in the United States own slavery. These are the same people that are trying to help you.
That's what she said.
Oh, okay. You know what? Hitler was trying to help them.
Hey, that's what Hitler said.
Hitler was helping them.
Yeah,
Going over there, doing their shows, their little plays, got men and men kissing, women and women kissing.
yeah. But yo, let's see how the black people feel about, like, people like, well, I guess we didn't vote for Biden, so I can't say that, but whatever. But so black creators sue YouTube alleging racial discrimination. And shout out to my sister Matilda, and shout out to Blue too. Um, He said algorithms systematically removes their comments or limit how much they can earn from advertising, they allege. Now, yo, this is an important thing I didn't mention about YouTube, you know what I'm saying? And one of the main reasons they started shadow banning my channel, because if you notice, I never monetized none of the stuff that I ever did, even the lives that we could do, but I'm not making YouTube no money. And you'll hear about all of that stuff, like, right after this, because like we're not gonna be on here too much longer. But I do want to show a couple more things. But so I ain't gonna be too long. But yo, that's one of the reasons why they don't show my video or push it, because I don't have the ad stuff on there. So that's a major part of it. They're gonna push who makes the money, you know what I'm saying? So, that's just one thing. But and you can speak anytime too, Bakari. But a group of black YouTube creators filed a lawsuit against the company this week, alleging that the platform has been systematically removing their content without explanation. You know, well, my explanation was it was hate speech, but the lady said she's cool with hate speech, so I don't know. But they're I ain't gonna say that part, but it says they automatically remove videos suspected of violating the company's policies, discriminates against certain groups such as the LGBT, you know, and comes during national reckoning over racial discrimination. Um, it said it uses absolute and unfettering control over access to approximately 95% of all content that is available to the public. They use their power to restrict and block platforms and other similarly situated competitors. Basically, like if you speak or on opposing views, like how Facebook be blocking down anybody who speaks against the jab or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not about whether you get it or not. It's about people being able to have consenting views, especially when they supposedly base their stuff off of freedom of speech, which we know is not. You know, let me see. I think it was in the other joint.
And freedom ain't free.
Mm-hmm.
When somebody else got to tell you we gonna make you equal, when somebody else got to tell you I'm gonna give you the freedom of speech, you really don't have the freedom of speech. If somebody got to give you something, anything they give you, they can take away at any given time. Right?
Right.
So we need to stop looking at them as I like to say gold standard of shit. We look at them as they are the platinum standard, and we have to stop looking at other people as they're the standard in which for us to live when we are completely different than all of them. We have to live our way. Now, I know this ain't what the show about, but I'm gonna say this right quick. That's part of the reasons we act the way we act and go through some of the things that we go through because we are trying to be like other people instead of being ourselves, instead of embracing who we are and being who we are. We try to live like other people. So trying to live like somebody else will make you crazy. That's my take on it. I read 10 pages out of a psychology book, which make me a licensed therapist. So I read 10 pages. So I'm telling you my study.
Or yeah, I feel you, bro. All right, so everybody know Google got YouTube. They bought YouTube or whatever, and the dude didn't even want to do it. He wanted to keep it in his own, but to make it as big as it was, they had to work with Google. So Google ended up buying them out. But anyway, Google blocks advertising from targeting Black Lives Matter YouTube videos. Now it's not. They says Black Lives Matter, but that's because it's probably a white person writing it. But it says Black Power, which is probably the important one, and Black Lives Matter, because our lives do matter is a slogan, but we know who runs the organization. But um, oh yeah, and that's another thing the Jews do. Like they own the they created the NAACP, and we see how that do. But Black Power can't be used to find videos for ads or period, really. But White Power and White Lives Matter were just fine. She made a promise to help Black YouTubers, and she said they're committed to do that. But it says, but an investigation by whatever they are found that YouTube parent company Google blocks advertisers from using dozens of social and racial justice terms, including Black Lives Matter, to find YouTube videos. And it's really the term black. It's not like Black Lives Matter. It's the term black because you try it yourself. But at the same time, Google offer advertisers hundreds of millions of choices for YouTube videos and channels related to white supremacists and other hate terms when they begun their investigation, including All Lives Matter and White Lives Matter. And according to the Southern Poverty Law Center, they're a neo-Nazi group, which will bring us into that last topic, which is the black identity extremists, because they're the ones who say that. But it was something else, but I guess I couldn't find it, but it was something else, but I forgot. But they said Google Ads also blocks the term Black Power, a phrase associated with African American civil rights movement, but offered more than 100 million YouTube videos and channels. Well, yeah, it offered 100 million videos that said white power, but it shows none that says Black Power. But yeah, Bakar, you got something to say about that?
How many videos say white power? 100 million?
It said it said it offered 100 million YouTube videos and channels.
Now explain, what does that mean? It offered them money?
No, like when you put it in, it showed you, like when you type it in, like if you say Black Power, it's not gonna really show you a lot. But if it say white power, it's gonna show you all the white power channels.
Oh, okay, I got you. I understand.
Yeah. but it was something else, but I forgot. I don't think I got it on here. So, yeah, you want to say something about that real quick?
Well, the only thing we can say is, man, you know what? It's good to be hated, but I think, because I'm gonna tell you something, man. Like you said, forecast, and this is something when we talk on the phone. They doing what they're supposed to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have to stop falling for their traps and doing what they do. We have so many black people today proud to say, I'm not pro-black. We have so many black people to say. So you know what? I'm glad you said that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a show, and I'm gonna have some of those videos up where people is saying white power, since that's our gold standard, and since that's a platinum standard, and that's who we're supposed to be like, right? So maybe we need to show them saying white power. Then maybe we can come together and be pro-black and be black power. How about that?
Yeah.
Do that make sense? I'm just
Mm-hmm.
wondering.
Yeah, yo, I show those videos on my channel all the time. Like when I be doing those other videos, I show that all the time. Like, and what they really be talking about. That's why I be making those videos. But yo, it's like one video I wanted to play. I wanted to go through it. But yo, matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and let me see. I ain't gonna share my screen or whatever, but I'm gonna just play the video because this is a young black girl. She's talking about her experience on YouTube or whatever, and she kind of give a rundown about it. So hold on.
Before you say that and play that video, I actually looked up Black Power, right? They got Black Power mixtape. It's music, man. But then when you put in white power, oh my goodness, you're right. I just wanted to let you know I just did it while we were talking.
Yeah, that's what the study said. It said like when you put in black power is none of that. Just like if you put in black whatever, like especially if you put in like if you're looking for people that talk about like the things like we want to hear and like get knowledge, you're gonna see the arguing stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna see because it didn't even go that deep into it, but you're gonna see the fussing, the arguing, the diss videos, or the this N-word ain't this videos, but you're not gonna see videos that talk about knowledge or none of that kind of stuff. So like it's deeper than that. That's just a study they did, and it's true. And that go to show you like who's running the system. And again, it's not to be like they are bad or nothing, but this is what we need to be doing on our own platforms, you know what I'm saying? Creating the content that we're supposed to be making. But that's the whole point, since we so stuck on their platforms. But yeah, you want to say something, Bukari, before I play the video?
No, go ahead and play the video.
All right, here we go. Hold on.
On this platform. I really do love and enjoy my job. I love the flexibility that it offers me. I love how I'm able to be so. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to discuss some of my issues and frustrations with being a black content creator, because recently it's becoming so difficult for me to come on camera and act like I'm having a great time when I'm actually not. Over these past 3.5 years that I've been a YouTuber, I've been able to accomplish so much when it comes to my personal life and growth. And also I have an amazing audience that I truly love and adore. However, at the end of the day, YouTube is also how I sustain myself and make a living. And I think that YouTube consistently over the past several years has shown that they continuously put profit over people. As a black content creator, it is so exhausting to exist in a space that does not recognize you for your true worth. It is so exhausting to work with brands that don't want to pay you your worth. It's even more exhausting to see white creators and other non-black creators that literally thrive off of black culture sustain and make a living for themselves, even after being so problematic on this platform in daily life than I actually am. One of my biggest issues with YouTube specifically is their algorithm. And I think that YouTube could do a much better job when it comes to addressing its algorithm, because while one could argue that it's simply pushing forth what everybody wants to see, it's very obvious and apparent that there's a lot of racial bias when it comes to consuming content. And I think that YouTube could really do a better job at leveling that playing field, because its creators are literally the backbone for its success. Why is all the content that I'm consuming and seeing on YouTube white people. Black content creators in the past have filed lawsuits against YouTube for its racist algorithm, and in response to those allegations, YouTube really hasn't come forth with anything meaningful. The CEO of YouTube, in response to these allegations, said that it's not like our systems understand race or any of those different demographics. And my issue with this statement is that in not addressing race and not acknowledging its presence and how it can permeate certain platforms such as YouTube, you're still being racist. Not addressing race or being colorblind does not equal fairness or equality. And even after that, the CEO said that the fairness of machine learning algorithms is a huge area of work across the industry. And you would think with that level of understanding that they could combat their racial issues, but it seems like they just really don't care. YouTube representatives have even admitted that the company's algorithms categorize creators based on their race, among other characteristics, and that information is used when filtering and curating content and restricting access to YouTube services. The result is that the algorithm discriminates based on the identity of the creator or its intended audience, making what are supposed to be neutral, content-based regulations and restrictions for videos that run on YouTube. And this is what company officials has come out and admitted. I really 45% of what their creators make from ads. Creators literally do all of the work on YouTube and they take half of it. And so when you're a Black creator and your content isn't being pushed at the same rate as other non-Black content creators, it's really frustrating to keep up that same amount of enthusiasm about your work. In the past few years, YouTube has also made it more difficult for smaller creators to thrive on this platform. When I first started YouTube, you only needed 10,000 views to make money from your platform. And now you need 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of watch time. This primarily happened in response to, I think it was like the Jake Paul or Logan Paul, I don't know which one's which, but when one of those creators made a really problematic video, YouTube responded by punishing smaller creators. YouTubers like Jake Paul and Logan Paul already have money in the platform. And so now as a Black creator, when you want to have a YouTube career, it's hard to even get started. Black people are literally the backbone of American media and so much of the content that we consume across platforms. So many white creators and non-Black creators literally steal African-American vernacular and culture to become successful, where Black creators that started these things and trends are not being paid with their worth and not being credited for the things that they've come up with. The standard for white creators is literally in hell. N-word apology videos are the trend. As a Black creator, you literally have to come up with the most original content. You have to literally come with your A game every single time if you want to get recognized and noticed and seen for your worth and value. Whereas with a white creator, you can do the bare minimum and literally steal content from other people and gain an audience. There are so many white creators that have platforms where they literally use Black culture and Black vernacular to succeed, yet they are anti-Black. It's kind of like the saying that everybody wants to be Black, but nobody wants to be Black. Everybody wants to profit off of our genius and culture, but nobody wants to put the work in to give us the resources that we deserve or to give us the recognition that we deserve. And that's literally asking for the bare minimum. I don't like constantly comparing myself to white creators, knowing that no matter how much effort I put into my work, it will never amount to the kind of success that they're able to achieve from doing the exact same thing. If you want to be successful and Black on this platform, I've realized a few things. One, it really helps to fit in with traditional Black stereotypes and archetypes. That's either being loud, sassy, quote unquote, ghetto, angry, and ill-mannered. It's easier to be successful as a Black creator on YouTube when you are into hair, when you are into makeup, when you are a drama channel. Where's the awkward Black girl? Where's the emo Black boy? Where's the spiritual Black person? We don't see this kind of representation because as a Black person, you're expected to fit into this mold. And it's really frustrating because Black people are a lot more diverse than we're given credit for. And YouTube, among other platforms, profits from pushing forth these narratives of Black people that aren't always true across the board. It helps to have a lighter complexion. I can't lie and say the colorism hasn't played a part in my YouTube success, honestly. I know that I have made it as far as I have, even as a Black creator, because of having a lighter skin complexion. I have seen so many darker skinned Black people on this platform not get the recognition that they deserve, literally have all of the views and none of the subscribers. Be talking about the same thing as other white content creators and non-Black content creators and not get the same recognition. Myself, YouTube pledged $100 million to fund Black artists and Black content creation over the next several years. I just wish that money could be put back into our pockets. When the Black Lives Matter rallies were happening last summer, they were taking down so much content that was trying to raise money for the movement. YouTube does prohibit content that solely exists to incentivize viewers for engagement, but as a social media platform, that's exactly what they're doing also. there's a very real pay gap when it comes to Black influencers and white influencers on social media platforms such as Instagram or YouTube. There was a study done by this Instagram account called FYPM, which stands for Fuck You Pay Me .VIP. And in this study, they were comparing if companies are paying white influencers and Black influencers the same thing. And surprise, they weren't. White influencers and Black influencers that had the same following and were working with the same brands were paid significantly different amounts when it came to their work. The white influencer made $250,000 and the Black influencer made $1.5 thousand. I mean, I think the numbers kind of speak for themselves, and I think it's even more frustrating because I, as a content creator at about 250,000 subscribers, have been paid $1,500 from companies in the past. So knowing that this person that literally has over 1 million subscribers didn't even make 2 times that amount is really overwhelming and frustrating. And that trend simply continued when it came to comparing the other white influencers and Black influencers with the same kind of followings. Statistics have shown that female influencers are paid 33% less than male influencers, and Black women 10 times less than anyone else. As a Black content creator, you could have the exact same engagement as a white person and get paid significantly less solely on the basis of your skin color. In the past, when I
All right, yeah, Bakari. So basically, yeah, YouTube has that all that money to Black creators, but basically you got to be a coon to do it. You know what I'm saying? And not calling that sister, but I'm just saying that's what you have to be to qualify. Like she said, you have to fit into a certain stereotype. You have to have a drama channel. Now, if Black people want to make money off of our own stuff, now that's one thing because we have people out here that's doing whatever. But like I said, like even the people that do the YouTube super chats or whatever they is, YouTube takes half of that money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they only do it because they have a monopoly. There's no other options. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I appreciate that, Bill Gates. But yo, Bakar, you got something to say, bro?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you, right? I understand what she's saying about the difference in pay and the difference in everything. But want me to tell you what I heard with my ears, right?
Yo, I know what I know. I already
A
know, bro.
black
But
person
I
complaining,
ain't gonna say it.
a black person complaining because white people don't treat them like white people. I'm just saying that's what I heard. And I understand what she's saying, but this is something I ask people to understand. And forecast, be honest, right? Just tell the truth. We're gonna tell the truth, as the old folks, the old Christian folks say, tell the truth and shame the devil. If you were in control, would they be getting the same thing as black people from you?
Um, yo, that's an interesting question, Bakari, because like people is supposed to be fair, it's supposed to be a percentage and all of that stuff. Like if you like I would say no just based off right now, but like if I had a business or something like that, right? Like I would probably hire Black people, but I wouldn't necessarily be like, yo, the bread is 1.99, like it's on the shelf for 1.99. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you something. Something like this, where I can completely control, with your business and people seeing you every day, it's
Yo, but
business.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but no white identity extremists on my platform. So yeah, I feel you.
I'm just saying, with all, in all honesty, I wouldn't. And it's just like that. That's how it is. People look out for their people more than anyone else. So no, it would not be equal. And you know why it wouldn't be equal? Because it's not supposed to be equal.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not supposed to be. Because think about it, you're asking someone else to give you equal. And it's not supposed to be. That's just like the hyena asking the male lion, save me a gazelle leg. That male lion is gonna say, no, I ain't saving you nothing. Shit, I went and hunted. This is mine. You better go out there and get your own. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to kill you if you get closer. You understand? So we have to understand that this is war, right? See, they wouldn't talk to someone like me who's not, and I'm gonna be honest. Now, the people that has had the ability to turn YouTube into a job for them, that's good. I'm not knocking and I'm not hating, right? I didn't have that ability because I can't just set up on YouTube that much. I understand you want to get paid for what you do, and you should want to get paid for what you do. But at the same time, when you are asking those people to give it to you, you must understand we ain't gonna ever get what we supposed to get if we're waiting on them to give it to us. That's just my take on it. And I'll yield the mic.
Yo, I agree with you, Bakari, and that's why I was saying earlier, like a bunch of black YouTubers is like and I'm not trying to discourage them because like that lady Lisa Cabrera or like a bunch of them, I can't name them, but they went to court for YouTube, but I'm not trying to go to court. I'm not even mad because that's what they're supposed to do. Just like we're supposed to create our platform and run it how we're supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? And like what I was saying, like a lot of black people is on this fair all lives matter stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you just seen the brother praying that his son got shot, thanking God because all lives matter and stuff like that. And that's the kind of mentality that we are on as a people, you know what I'm saying? And it's clearly telling you that somebody who is a black identity extremist because like hold on, let me show this real quick. Let me see. Because what is a black identity extremist? Bakari? All right, so a black identity extremist, FBI report stirs controversy. So during the aftermath of the white nationalist violence, they start talking about black identity extremists or BIE. You know what I'm saying? The like they're likely motivated to target law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? It's the return of the violent black nationalist. Now, everybody knows the nationalists, black nationalists back then was on the turn your other cheek stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's first of all. And second, when the real black power people start coming up, like the brother Kwame Ture, um, and all the other people that was coming up, like that became a problem, you know what I'm saying? And then they had the COINTELPRO thing to infiltrate and stop them, which just, that whole FBI itself was created to stop. J. Edgar Hoover was the first person for a reason, and he got his claim to fame by stopping Marcus Garvey, you know what I'm saying, and trying to put him in prison. And then they created the FBI to stop the rise of the Black Messiah, you know what I'm saying? And that's still their number one goal today, even though white nationalists are attacking the White House. So, in response, so basically they are saying increased violence by black nationalists in response to incidents of perceived police brutality against black people. The FBI exclusively is taking some heat from historians and all of that for creating the term whatever. All right. The BIE is described as a conglomerate of black nationalists, black supremacists, and black separatists, among other disaffiliated racist individuals who are anti-police, anti-white, and or seeking to. So, like, peep this part: in or seeking to rectify perceived social injustices against black people. So, if you're seeking to rectify social injustices, you also classify as a black identity extremist. And it don't say it here, but some of those groups include the Moors, the Israelites, all of these other groups that we can name all day, and it says black hate groups under one umbrella because we are seen as one big Negro, and they're telling you this stuff for like 600 years now. But um, she said rather black nationalists are assessed as a loose-knit network of various hate groups, charismatic leaders, that black messiah they was talking about, as well as unaffiliated individuals who may identify as black nationalists. So, and they're not, but they do not associate with a black nationalist group. So that's everybody. That pretty much covers everybody. Um. So yeah, is a. So yeah, Bakari, you got anything to say? Are you a black identity extremist?
I probably am, but did you notice they did not say ADOS or FBA or the Aboriginals?
Mhm. But yo, I think this. Let me see when they made this one because I don't even know they was out there in 2017.
ADOS, yes. I don't know about FBA, but ADOS, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. They're not gonna ever. I wonder if you can get an updated. I'm gonna see if we can get an updated list of the groups considered
Yeah,
black
yeah,
identity extremists.
yeah. I tried to find it, but I ain't want to take forever to come on here because it's already late and stuff like that. But yeah, yeah, definitely try to find it because I was looking for it. I couldn't, I ain't have time. But he said, oh yeah, that's some white dude. A white dude said,
What?
he said, he wrote a biography on Martin Luther King, so I guess that gives him, authority to speak for black people. He said the FBI's desire to identify a unifying ideology, whatever, fucking underpinning to what is often individual violent acts is not surprising. So, basically like how Dylan Roof is a lone wolf, but that brother Michael Johnson is a black identity extremist who is a Muslim, is a Hebrew, is a Moor, is all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's exactly. We are all that. So I'm gonna show you something. I was talking to my friend tonight, Anuli, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one thing she said was, she said, in all honesty, she said, this country, this system, whatever, don't have to stop black people from being wanting to be with black people. Black people do it. So a list like this really the true reason black people will scream, I'm not pro-black. Because they don't want to be a part of that list.
There we go.
Now they'll come at me and you, but they gonna say they ain't pro-black because they don't want to be part of that. They don't want to be part of that list. They don't want that beast to come see them. That beast ain't no joke. Cause see, now you can go at black folks, that beast ain't gonna come see you. You understand what I'm saying? And I ask anybody when they on here talking, that you ever been interrogated by the police? Have you ever been on that list where they follow you everywhere you go, where the police follow you everywhere you go? You ever been on that list where people walk up to you and can say your whole government name, your first, middle, and last? You ever been on that list, forecast? And I'm gonna tell everybody out here right now, y'all don't want to be on that list. It's uncomfortable.
All right.
But if you a soldier, if you a gangster, I ain't talking about in on streets fighting over colors. I ain't talking about on no GD or no vice lord. But I'm talking about if you a gangster with this black shit right here, it can get uncomfortable, but you still stand strong. So then what they do is they start going at your kids. Trust me. And I ain't really known about it. See, so you understand what I'm saying, Bill Gates. It can get very uncomfortable, right? So all these people on here that turning their back on everything black, it ain't got nothing to do with them not being pro-black. It ain't got nothing to do with them wanting to deal with black folks. It got something to do with they don't want that beast to come see them. That beast ain't no joke. But see, they'll come at me and you. They will come at me and you because that beast ain't gonna come see them when they calling you the N-word, when they calling out sisters B's and H's, when they sitting on there fighting from the bottom, trying to be the best at the bottom, trying to show the whole world I'm the toughest at the bottom, that beast ain't gonna come see him. But when you do something, when you stand up in there in front of all them white folk, in front of that city council, and all them other people in there in that meeting, and you stand up and tell them this shit gonna stop. Cause I'm the new black man and I shoot back. Hopefully I shoot first. Then they gonna follow you. They gonna mess with you. When they tell your kid, when they sitting out there telling black kids, don't put on no hoodie. And I told my son and my daughter right there in front of the police force, the city and the county, and all them folks in there looking, I said, put your hood on your head. They're like, what? I said, put your hood on your head. Put it on. And I said, I wish one of y'all MNFers would say something to my kids for having on the hood. It ain't against the damn law to wear a hoodie. If you don't want them wearing a hoodie, make it against the law. Until then, I wish some of y'all would say something to my son or my daughter. It's cold outside. Don't put your hands in your pocket. But when you stand up to them, they want your phone number. They trying to act like they trying to be your friend. But then you all of a sudden, you getting pulled over by the police 4 or 5 times a week because they thought your tail light was out. People don't want that pressure. Pressure busts a pipe. So it's easily to scream, I'm not pro-black. It's easily to scream, I'm not African. It's easy to scream, don't call me black. Black is just a color. Because they don't want that pressure from that beast, man. That beast ain't no joke. They don't want that pressure from that beast. They scared they might be called an identity extremist. They don't want that pressure from that beast. It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, but yo, that's the thing. That's the thing I don't get though. Like, because they gotta face it every single day though. That's the point. Like, like they may not get pulled over 4 or 5 times a week, but like, if they could get pulled over anytime they feel like it. You know what I'm saying? If you do anything, you know what I'm saying? Of course they're gonna be knocking on your door like you had anything to do with this person who lives in California and I'm in Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a whole nother level of it. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, how are we not mad enough to do that kind of stuff anyway? Because guess what? They're gonna be knocking on our door no matter what happens. And guess what? Like if you don't even agree with whatever they got going on, you could lose your job, you can lose your home, you could lose all of that kind of stuff. I mean, we got bodies for like centuries and centuries. Like, like what more is it to lose? And I know I'm speaking like this because, like, I don't have no kids and nothing like that. But like, that's why I look up to like somebody like Mega Evers, like him and his wife especially, she like they trained their children to be prepared because fire bombs was coming through their windows and all of that kind of stuff. And they didn't care. They was about that life, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what you got to be willing to sacrifice. It's like, of course, none of us want to sacrifice that kind of stuff, but what are you willing to sacrifice to be free? You know what I'm saying? And that's why I look at him and especially his wife as a soldier because not only after he got killed and on his own driveway and he knew it was going to happen, you know what I'm saying? She still continued what he was doing and they trained their children to be prepared in case of an attack happen. You know what I'm saying? So I got to shout out to him. But yo, you got something to say, Bukar?
You have to be trained for when something happens. I'm gonna tell you something, right? I'm the youngest of my mom and dad now. But I remember I was a baby. I don't remember my parents to tell me some of the stories that that I couldn't remember, right? Or I wasn't born yet, right? I was born in 72. The closest one to me is 7 years old. They told me about the time the Klan came to the house. Because my daddy, to find me, I got from my daddy, right? My daddy burned a cross in the yard. My mama said that was her first time in her life seeing a group of white men run from black men. Because she said she had never seen those many black men stand together with guns when the Klan started talking and started busting back. She said she ain't even think she ain't think white boys would run like that from black men. Because they wanted to scare my daddy because of the work my daddy did. So we're going to fast forward a few years. Because this is what happened when you stand your ground and you be on that list with that beast, what you talking about with Mega Evers, right? I was a baby. So always telling me the stories though, right? They called my dad and they called the house and told my dad, your son, my oldest brother, is in jail in Greenville. Now the closest jail to us where I'm from, we literally governed ourselves. We ain't had no police or nothing. It was like 40 miles away for him to get to the jail. And they watched him, right? So when he left to go up to Greenville to check on his son, my brother, that's locked up in jail, right? They come kick the door in. My mama said she was in the house. You know, me, I'm a baby. And my other brothers and stuff, siblings, they come kick the door in, tell their husband, tell that N word, he better stop doing this and better stop doing that. That's what happened when you're on that beast list. But when you don't bow down to that beast, my mama said, so the rest of that story is the next day, my daddy and two of his friends went to the sheriff's office, which was the constable's office, and they had their guns in their hand. So my daddy went in there and told him, if you ever come to my house again and I ain't at home, y'all gonna be dead. But see, that's what happened when you on that list right there, right? I'm just giving a few stories. But you just said Mega Evers, right? So what we're doing is we're giving a few stories to show you when they consider you a black identity extremist. So watch this, right? They changed. Did you know in 2019 they changed it from black identity extremist forecast?
My bad. What you say?
Did you know in 2019 they changed the name of it from black identity extremists,
To what?
racially motivated violent extremists?
Yeah, yo, that's the crazy part. Cause look right here, it says the FBI reportedly defended its tracking of black identity extremists to foreign policy, stating that the FBI cannot initiate an investigation based solely on an individual's race, ethnicity, national origin, religion, or the exercise of the First Amendment rights. Nevertheless, whatever. It was like no one will ever know if the BIE report is represents of mere government incompetence, ethnic insensitivity, or devious political diversion. So yeah, that makes sense, you know. And it
This
says,
is a article from Yahoo, December 30, 2020 that I'm reading from Yahoo News.
yeah. Yo, it says regardless the report underlying message of rising violent black nationalist threat targeting law enforcement and white civilians has some merit. Following the shooting attack in Dallas, they was talking about that brother and a bunch of other ones. Nevertheless, the FBI's attempt to lump everybody black into one group has been a thing they've done since the beginning of the time. So, you know, that's the end of that. But yeah, you got anything else to say? I'm gonna show one more thing and before we wrap it up. But yeah, you got
Hey,
anything to say on
Ben
that?
Uko just came in the chat and said he want to come on in 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, we definitely can wait for him
You
to come
late,
on.
Ben.
Yeah, definitely. Come on, bro. Cause like, yo, that was the whole point. Cause the whole point is not that I'm mad at YouTube or none of that kind of stuff. And like you said, Bukar is a platform for us to be able to meet each other and like all of that stuff. But then we take it off of this platform onto our own platform. And even if we stream on this one too, we bring those people on to the new platform. And then we take that platform and then we meet in person and all of that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh, yo, let me yo, you matter of fact, you got something to say? Cause I want to show one more thing and then before I let them on.
Okay, did you read the one where the FBI said the black identity? I'm sorry, the racially motivated violent extremists, they were more of a threat to the world than Al Qaeda?
Yeah, that's well, I ain't read that one, but that's the same thing they said about black identity streaming. They the most imminent threat to America. And where did it say the like who is in the which groups is in it? Because I
No,
wanted to
but
find
you know
that.
that's what they changed the name to Black Identity Extremities is to uh racially motivated violent extremities. They changed it from
Yeah.
Black Identity Extremities.
Oh yeah, yeah, because they couldn't say that. But do you know the groups they include though? Like, do they include like the Israelites and all of that? You know what I'm saying?
I'm finna look and see.
Because I was
Uh,
trying to find that list. I think people should see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we all be like, yo, I'm not black, I'm this, but that they claim they are is on that list too. You know what I'm saying?
you know what? I'm looking at a list now, right? They don't have one. And honestly, this list, what I'm seeing right now, there's not. See, I can't find it. Oh, you know why? Because I got to find a racially motivated, violent extremist list.
And and before we come on, I want to show one more thing because I want to show because as this thing been going on YouTube, and I want to see it. I want y'all to see because while we on the subject, because like I never really talked about it, but while we on the subject, I might as well put it out there. Um, let me see. And yeah, Bakari, whenever you got it, you can let me know.
Yeah, I'm looking, man. It's
Yeah, I wanted to show like my videos because like yo, I just seen it, like they trying to stop me from having views and all of that because people were sharing it and I'm not even tripping like I said, but yo, like my number this video right here, my most hit video. This is when they first started shadow banning me. Now I don't know who shared this or how, but I appreciate that person. You know what I'm saying? But that video was getting like 2,000 views per day. I don't know what happened, but that's this is the first video that they put a age restriction thing on it. You know what I'm saying? So it went from 2,000 to 200, and right now it still gets 8 views a day, but that was from like 4 years ago. Now this video went from like 200-300 to like 300,000 in like a month or something like that. It was getting like crazy shares, you know what I'm saying? That's the first time they started, what I'm saying, blacking my channel. And it was like, and when I put on Google, that's why I shout out those other black platforms like oh man, I forgot. They mentioned it on here before, but they shared my videos on there. But I want y'all to
I'm sorry. I thought you
go
had
ahead.
stopped. I'm sorry.
No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Man, only thing I can find is they just got all the, I forgot I got to keep putting in the other name. But here go one: hate crimes against Asian and black people rise sharply in the US. That was published August of this year. So if hate crimes, wait a minute, let me ask a question. If
Mhm.
hate crimes rose against black people in August of this year, ain't that around the same time they kept talking about Asian hate?
Yeah. Mhm.
So why were they only talking about Asian hate?
You know why, Bakari.
I'm, I'm
Well, I can't say, yeah, because our hate's been going on for like 600 years now. Well, beyond that, but in this particular system, like,
okay, Asian hate crimes. This was the thing in August of this year. Rose a whopping 70%.
and they was trying to say
African,
black people was doing it.
yeah, African American hate crimes against African American rose 40%.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of crazy because, like, how could it rise? Like, we done been through like
If we doing all the hating, we beating the hell. So who the hell beating us and hating us? Why
everybody,
ain't nobody talking about that?
because everybody else is doing it. We the only ones that can talk about it, but then we'll be identity extremists for our perceived racial injustices or whatever, however they put it. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I want y'all to see this because y'all remember this thing said in 2 years ago, 2019, they was going to help black content creators. But 3 years ago, 4 years ago, before they had that, you see how many views like it was. And I'm only showing y'all because I want y'all to see like my ongoing battle with YouTube. And they was hating because people was sharing up the videos because contrary to belief, You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of people who want good information, who don't only want to see, arguing and stuff. There are people who want to see that, but there are just as many people who don't. But they hide the information and they hide our
Hey, give me
channels.
2 minutes. I don't mean to cut you off, but give me 2 minutes
Go ahead.
before you short. I got to step away for a second.
Go ahead,
I'll
bro.
come right back. I want to see it.
No, well, yeah, I was just showing the views. But yeah, but yeah, let me know when you come back. But like I was saying, this video right here, a police harassed the first black state attorney. Now, like I said, shout out to it's Black Junction TV. Shout out to Black Junction TV. You know what I'm saying? That's another black website that shows stuff. And hopefully the brother Ben comes on here and talk about his platform, because that's the whole point. We want to get off of these platforms, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me wait till I can't even see the chat right now. But I want y'all to see that, and that's when they start coming at my channel, particularly when I had problems. I started getting shadow banned. Now, at first I didn't know what was going on, why comments were disappearing, and this was before all of that stuff. Now, you notice a lot of black YouTubers, when they was talking about not monetizing no more, that's when they was talking about leaving and getting up off of here and all of that kind of stuff. But if we want to start monetizing and all of that kind of stuff, we got to start doing that from our own platforms. That's the whole point I'm trying to make here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Bakari, let me know when you're back, cause it's not nothing that deep, but I just want y'all to see the timeline. Let me see. All right, Ben, that's cool. That's cool, bro. And yo, shout out to all of y'all for listening and watching. I know YouTube probably gonna come after this channel too, cause all the stuff that we said on here. But if it do, I'll make another channel or something. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Bakari channel, and I'll let you know. You know what I'm saying? Cause of course they gonna stop what we doing over here. You know what I'm saying? That's just what they do.
I'm back.
All right. So yeah, let me show. Cause yeah, it wasn't nothing that serious. It's just I wanted to show the timeline. You know what I'm saying? Now, like my channel, I just seen it. Like I'm like 40,000 views from like a million views on my channel. And but I've been there for like a while now, and they just stopped all of the stuff on my channel. And then every time I put up something, they take it down, they put a block on it. They do, especially the videos that get viewed the most. Now, before they got in contact with my channel, people was sharing my stuff. You see the number of views. You got 51,000, 37,000, 17,000, like 22,000. You know what I'm saying? This was like starting to be the regular. But and well, this was the regular, about 5,000, 4,000. You know what I'm saying? And you notice the more recent the video, the less views I get, because they start doing stuff to my channel, like putting all kind of blocks on it where you can't watch it in this country. This person of this age can't watch it. So like then 2 years ago I started going down to about 2,000 views per thing. You know what I'm saying? You can see the consistency, you know what I'm saying? So, and then you start going down even more. You get to like 1 year, then you get to like, and I know people think it's a time thing, but it's not a time thing, you know? So like you go all the way down and you see like it's all 1 year, 2 years. Now this is after the 2 year mark where they say they're gonna help black people at, you know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to notice that, like when I start having problems with YouTube and how they've been doing it, you know what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to know, like, once people start sharing this stuff, that's when they start putting the shadow bans on me. So people can't say, oh, you was doing it wrong, you was violating uh YouTube policy, because I specifically don't. And like I said, you can use news articles and all of that stuff if it's for education, because that's the purpose of fair use. That's the whole law in it. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted people to notice that. You know what I'm saying? But yo, Bakar, you got something to say, bro?
Nah, man, I'm good, man. I'm waiting on being Uko. He just long. for no reason. But you know what? Yeah, this is what I want to say, right? Like
Hmm.
for anybody I'm cool with who hear me talking about the reason you get away from pro-black and black power, understand? I ain't trying to bang on you. Just understand, I'm here and I got your back. But if you're not pro-black and you don't represent pro-black and you don't represent black power, it's enough people in the world that's denouncing black people publicly and openly. You don't have to denounce being black or black people publicly and openly to the whole world. So I don't have a problem with you, whoever it is. We still cool, but I'm just saying, because when you denounce pro-black and you say it emphatically to let the whole world know that you're not pro-black, right? That you're not pro-black. You count against the people who you say you cool with. That's how I take it. Because I'm pro-black, pan-African. They go together. You can't be pan-African and wave the RBG flag, then say you're not pro-black. Because that red, black, and green flag, that's what that represent, global black unity. And global black unity, to me, don't that sound like this pro-black forecast?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. If you want to work, if you willing to do business with other black people globally, which we have to do, then that's a part of being pro-black, I think.
Yeah, that's pro-black. So the flag represent pro-black. That's why I wave it. But there's an understanding. We have to understand that there's a lot of people that have tainted what pro-black is, right? A lot of these YouTube, as they'll call them, content creators, have tainted what pro-black is. So those people, excuse me, those people who have tainted it, they are not pro-black, they're pro-scammers. They're not pan-African, they're pan-scammers. And they shouldn't, those scammers, they shouldn't be allowed to raise it. And that's our job to take that flag out of their hand when they're out here, because you can't say you pro us when you're scamming and
Okay.
belittling and taking from us. Go ahead, Ben Uko.
Hey, how y'all doing tonight?
Yo, what's going on, Ben?
I'm doing
Yeah,
good, my brother.
yeah. So we're here to discuss this Black Identity streamers and YouTube actions. What's going on?
Yeah, yeah, we were well, we kind of went through we saw what YouTube is up to, you know what I'm saying? We saw how racist they are. We saw
Oh,
how they was
YouTube, YouTube.
yeah, well, yeah, it was actually like a Asian dude or what you say a chink some immigrant from somewhere, he was just some immigrant and then a white boy and now it was ran by a Jew kike bitch, right, Bakari?
The Polish kike,
Yeah.
biatch.
Yeah, yeah. So this thing's gonna be uncensored. So we don't care what they're gonna do about it. I'm right now recording it, so they can come to the website to stream the whole broadcast. So we'll make it very very clear. So where was I? Okay. Oh yeah. So YouTube. Yeah, of course. These guys have a history of taking content down. Patreon's been ripping people off with their content, so it don't matter because YouTube has a partnership with Patreon too.
Yeah, YouTube have a partnership with Patreon.
So they gotta come in and serve all and that they will not pay people. They let a lot of scam money being scammed out of people. Wait a minute, if you're setting policy, why is why are you guys allowing thievery, free people's content, not building their own content? They don't even build their own websites. Won't put their podcast on their own website. Most of these YouTubers never put their podcast on any of their own sites. Not one. And you have black content creators in tech. Okay, why don't you all put it on your own sites? at least record the uncensored stuff so they can collect so they don't have to collect the intellectual properties out of it. So why it doesn't make any sense.
So Ben, let me ask you, since you have your own, do you build those sites and all that?
The website?
Yeah, you build.
No. Okay, here's how I did it. I built the structure of the website site, but then I have a professional person that I hired that I'm paying money per month to keep the website in place. So my idea is to try to put this StreamYard on our own website.
Okay.
So where we can have people watch us instead of going to YouTube. We want them to go to my website site to come in and so we can be proactive. So instead of being on YouTube, we'll tell people come on, come here, and then we're gonna leave, and then we're gonna be on our own website. And what was that? Can let me pull that comment up again? I want to see that comment.
Let me ask you a question, Ben, before you comment about that, right? How much would something like that cost? What you're trying to do?
It overall it will cost me overall it's costing me like $300 right now to pay for that for the whole thing.
And where you can set up where you can have use StreamYard on your I'm saying to be able to use StreamYard and all that.
I'm trying to figure that out right now, but eventually I'm trying to get that to make it happen. So we can so people can come in and do their presentations in tech. So everybody gets in and everyone watches the presentations on our sites. That's the goal I'm trying to do, to make sure that black tech stays on black tech sites, not go on their shit.
I got you.
And then Bill Gates said they let YouTubers scam their own fans. Oh, of course. And there's and it's funny how they never sue any of these people doing this shit.
Nope.
Look, look at how is that museum that Tariq was trying to get. His dumbass try to get that museum, and they all let him give him money, People don't even give him no receipts, no receipts. Like you didn't get any of the scholars and stuff. Like, well, how are you doing this? Like, what's making you so champion of this crap where you're not investing into your own people? Like, and then I heard that he moved out of like LA because of these so-called, these mandates.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask
you got a
you, right?
question before? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I got a question for Ben because
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in what he's talking about. So your site would be when we use yours, it'll only be talking about tech, or we'll be able to use it the same way that we're using YouTube.
Yep, both. It'd be
Both. Okay.
both. Cause I want us to be having our own platform. So if it's like talking about like black business, because I have the Black Business Minnesota show. I want to do that one live with interviewing black business owners, talk about
Okay.
the businesses. Then I want to use the Black Tech Building Program, which is one of my shows, to talk about black tech stuff. What's going on in the black tech? What are the topics? What's the big trending topics? What's going on with all the organizations, even on the mainstream organizations? What's the big thing in tech that they want to be doing? So I wanted so that and then the idea also, if you guys got my website, right?
No,
Yeah,
email it to me. I don't have it.
I got it. Email
Email it to me,
all that.
Ben.
Oh, okay. I think Barbara, I do have you. I have you. Yeah, somebody send me in the email. I have
Yeah,
to.
because I sent you a link tonight. I sent you the link and to ask you to come on and join, man.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. I'll send that. I'll just forward that email to you guys. So what you will see on Y0uTuBeism will be, you'll have an article section. So I'm in the process of trying to find black writers, black writers that write about things in tech. That's what I'm in the process of doing. So it's gonna be a way that it's like a black owned media startup. That's what this is. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yo, that's
Okay, I
yeah,
got you.
yeah, that's dope, Ben. So, Bakar, you got another question?
No, I got look. I know a lady who's a great writer, can probably write about anything. But boy, she hard to deal with, but she can write. She a little out there, but she can write. I give her that. She's out there, gonna be hard to deal with, but man, she's had articles, she had stuff printed into published in Black Politico. Have you ever heard of the online magazine like Politico?
Oh yeah, the original one, political.com.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's had stuff published in that.
Okay.
So
So
I'm saying if you wanna, I can try to link up, but I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be difficult to deal with. But she can write. She's an excellent writer.
we might, because it's not gonna be like one person. It's gonna be like several writers. So whoever is available to write, that's who's gonna be.
Well, I'm just mentioning her because I know she can. So, but I'm also letting you know it's gonna be difficult to deal with. That was
Oh,
just one of the writers. I know it's not gonna be the only writer. I was just saying, but how good she can write.
okay. I can work with that. Let's see what happens in the new year.
Yeah, hey Ben, let me ask you this. Now I said this, we putting YouTube out of business, you know what I'm saying? And it's not on no hate stuff, you know what I'm saying, even though they be hating on us. But it's on some love ourselves, support ourselves stuff. So like tell me, what do we gotta do to be able to get off of YouTube? Even like you said, we've been saying we need to take the people that we meet. We have met all of these. Like I met you on here, Bakari. You know what I'm saying? Like, and shout out to MG2. But yo, like we met each other on here. But how can we like get up off this platform? Like, what do we got to do to build our own?
Okay, and that's what the Black Tech Building Program does. One of the things I wanted to start doing is, number one, is the first thing that we're gonna have to do is start, like, we don't loving ourselves, doing all that stuff. I think the biggest thing we're gonna have to start doing is start building black-owned web hosting companies where black businesses can go there, have their websites hosted by black people, so you'd be completely self-sufficient. So the goal I think what we're trying to do is making sure that you get all your tech news information from here. I want you to get to know what's going on in the in the black tech community in Minnesota. So, you know what? We have a website called we have a news bulletin. So give you a monthly news bulletin to know this is the tech stuff that's going on in Minnesota or around the world. What's going on? That's why my goal is to completely inform black tech and make it cool wherever it's gaming, wherever it's web hosting, wherever you're doing like fixing computers. We gotta make this cool and 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 having topics. So that's where the answer I can give you.
Yo, that's a fact, yo. We definitely, yo, because I was gonna say, like, and I'm glad, and it's ironic that you know what I'm saying, like, I even heard about this at the exact time that I heard about it. But because I was gonna say we need to have more black tech people, and I was gonna ask more how many tech people do we have listening, you know what I'm saying, to come forward and like what we trying to do. We also trying to build our own our own platform, not like what you doing, but but all of these platforms to be put together, you know what I'm saying? But we definitely need some kind of platform. And I know YouTube is able to sustain itself because it has so much money. So therefore, because one of the problems I keep having is like on these other websites that I try, my content, my file is too large and it won't upload, you know what I'm saying? Because I got too much stuff in it. Now I either got to make the content smaller. I can't even send it through an email, you know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to have a mailing list. But like that, like, does it cost extra to have like larger content and like larger, like if you had the StreamYard, like you have longer videos, like somebody on live for like 4 hours, does it cost more to maintain that kind of stuff?
It depends. Yes, yes, it kind of does, and it depends on what kind, well, how much data we're using. So we got to think about that. So one of the things I think we also need to talk about is cloud computing, and blacks should really get into cloud computing and marketing. Because if we can market this music, why can we not market our stuff in tech? Because I know we can.
That's a fact. Yo, Ben, I'm gonna have to have you on for like a whole show discussing tech stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a whole lot of stuff I don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? I know you could put me on to a lot of good information. But Bakar, you got any more questions before we get to like the wrap up part?
I was just gonna ask Ben to put his name of what he's doing, what because he said the name of it a couple times, but type it in the chat so everybody can get it.
Oh, the regular, okay, the regular chat room right now.
Yeah, just put it in that chat. Yeah, the regular
Yeah.
chat room. What you
Uh,
say the name of it is, what you naming it?
let me just do that right now. Can you give me a second, please?
Yeah, go ahead, do your thing, bro. Yeah, you got anything to say, Bakar?
No, I'm good.
All right, well, yeah, well, just until he get back, and then I'm gonna have him like talk about everything he want to talk about to close out. Then you talk about, but until he come back, the whole point is we have to start creating our own platforms and supporting each other because obviously, what I'm saying, these other groups are doing that. We see what the founder of the Chink founder of YouTube did with his money, and that he put that towards stopping Asian hate. And you see, if you put something about Asians on here, it's off of YouTube. You see, if you put something about Jewish people, is off of YouTube.
Oh
If,
yeah,
mm-hmm,
of
if
course.
yeah, if you say
Anything
something, go
about
ahead.
black people, it's good to go.
Yo,
It is mass marketed, and they will even on Patreon. I bet you on Patreon, Sean, they ain't doing not a damn thing to take those things. They don't even take them down. Well,
nope.
why would they?
No, but they will take my video down about Hispanics and everybody else. But let me get on here saying N word, N word, N word. You ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? You
Even with that word, they still take it down. There's time. No, okay. Even the ignorant side of it, yeah. But
mhm,
if it was righteous, oh no, that if it's righteous, okay,
yep,
and they do use the N word out of it, oh, they'll take that down fast. I'll take
yep,
like Keith had Keith from Black Hot Fire. He has had many videos taken down off of YouTube. They pull it down. Boop, boop. Let's go. What? I was like, they even YouTube shuts the audio off. What?
yeah.
What?
They never they never did that to me. They cut a live premiere off in the middle of it, but that was it.
Oh, they cut your live off?
Live. It was a live premiere. It wasn't a live video. It was a live premiere.
Oh no 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 no! Completely complete. That is so much fraud.
Mhm.
Almost. Like the YouTube is the the way they sold YouTube out to Google. They made YouTube worse, especially when the new woman took it over in 2014. When she took that,
Wait, hold on. What is she, Bakari? That woman or that bitch? What is she?
The Polish Kaika Biatch. Polak.
Man. But yeah, yo, Ben, I want you to cause we've been on here for like 2 hours. I know it's late for me. I know it's late for Bakari. Yo, bro, we gonna have to set up a show. I got your email, and let me know when you free so we can set up a show for this tech stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I want you to plug everything you want to plug because like I know you got some good information and you doing some good things. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't want to just put your information out there and your website if you ain't ready for it. So that's why I wanted you to
it's
come
ready
on.
now. You can put it out there.
Okay, yeah, go
It's
ahead.
here. It's here. I built the website. All you gotta do is try to get a hold of me. Get a hold of me. Get a hold of me about it, and then I can start the process to see how I can get the streamer put on my live stream, or or like we'll have to use Redstream too, because we'll use like Microsoft Teams. I don't care, but I want it done. I want this done.
Yeah, so I want you to if you want people on there, I want you to like, tell everybody about your stuff and where we can find. Do you got a page? A YouTube page?
I've no, I don't have a YouTube page, but where we have the Instagrams, we have the Twitters, we'll have that.
Yeah.
But
But
we
yeah,
are go ahead.
mhm. No, go ahead. What was you saying?
I think we want to try to be less on YouTube and try to use, even though three of these other networks are not good, but I want to use these more so that YouTube. I want to try to use those more, and then eventually we'll just use that and I do have a Black Junction too, so
Yeah.
I have that. I haven't been on it. I have to finish putting some of this. I have to finish putting some of these videos out. So about Palantir tier where they're making. I have the videos. So the last time if you look at, and I'll put that one in the chat room too.
Right.
Bu65 with the Black Junction. In the videos you'll talk. The last one I did was talking about Palantir, how Peter Thiel owns most of the data from all the members, all the people that have taken the vaccine, and law enforcement too. All the people that with all the security owned by Peter Thiel, which is friends with Elon Musk. Remember that guy is trying to put in a microchip in your microchip. He's talking about putting a microchip in your head. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they gonna do some pretty wild stuff, but yeah, like so yeah, that's everything you what's your website again? Tell everybody your website.
Zone103.com. Zone103.com.
All right, zone1030 zone103.com.
Yep, that's where you can go.
All right, yeah, and that's everything you wanted to promote?
Yep, I'll put the Bu65. It's gonna be. I'll put it on here too. I gotta
Yeah,
go in my Black Junction too. Let me get
yeah,
in my
yeah.
Black Junction right now so I can.
Yeah, put that in the chat room and yeah, I got you. If not, I'll put it in there. But yo, Bakari, you got yeah, Bakari.
No, man, look, I want to thank you for letting me come on here, man. This was a excellent program, man. We got to talk about some other people, which is great. That's great. We get a chance to say something negative about some other people, I guess, but I thank you for letting me come on here, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate your chat. I appreciate being Uko for coming on here. And this is Brother Bakari. If y'all hadn't heard of me, you heard of me now. Go to my channel. Even if you don't subscribe, go listen. Check out some videos. I got some with forecast. A lot of them. Brother Guy Nollywood Jr., Brother Marcus Garvey, too, my big brother. Or, some by myself. But just go check them out and you can see me. I believe in supporting Black businesses. We have a book drive called Team Black Book Drive. It's a year-round book drive. So, excuse me. So whoever, go check it out. Appreciate y'all. Peace, one love.
Yeah, Bakari, you just put up another video too, right?
Yeah, I put up a video today, and
And so it's up now. So just go there. That's my videos for Black Junction. So the links there.
Hold on, I don't see it in the chat.
Oh let me put it in the host. Let me put it in this chat.
Yeah, put it in the private chat if it don't go in the regular chat. I'll put it in there.
I got it here now.
All right, yeah, all right. Let me put it. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you. All right.
I'll put this one too in the private chat so you guys can.
All right.
I got you that too. So you got that one too.
Let me see. Um. Yeah, I got you. All right, I'm gonna put this one in the chat too. So yo, support this brother platform. You know what I'm saying? YouTube might take me off the airwaves after this show right here. So you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to you, Bell Gates. You've been here the whole time, so I appreciate you, my brother. Um, so yeah, like this is the whole point. I want y'all to understand that I'm not mad about the whole YouTube thing at first. When it first happened, yeah, I was mad. And I'm not telling nobody to sue them or none of that. What I'm telling you is put them out of business by supporting our own. We got a brother here, a brother that's in the tech that knows what he's doing. And shout out to MG2, because like that brother has a smart, like people always be like, I got a smart chat room. That brother has a smart chat room. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, for real. So shout out to MG2. But yo, I'm not telling people the when I say they're going out of business, it's not out of hate. It's out of love for what we're doing as a people. And we need to support this brother like Ben, who's actually out here creating the platform to take this down. You know what I'm saying? Support my brother Bakari and what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Blue and what he's doing and what we're doing as a team. And that's the whole point of Team Black, like Bakari talk about all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because Bakari got skills that I don't have. Ben has skills that I don't have. You know, Bill Gates got skills that I don't have. But it's not about trying to change his ideology, because nothing that we said here today has nothing to do with any of our ideologies, except for us being black first and building the stuff that we have to build. Because, of course, they're not going to put something on their platform that's going to destroy them or help destroy them. Why would
No,
anybody do that? That's the
oh,
whole point, you know.
no, 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 no. There's other races have. You know this. Have you heard of this site called Odyssey?
Hmm.
I,
No, I
I
haven't.
Odyssey. They have BitU. These are the alternatives to YouTube.
Right. I haven't heard of that one.
Oh, which one? BitU?
No, Odyssey or whatever it is.
Odyssey. Yeah, yeah, I know about them. And Subscribe Star. That's an alternative to Patreon.
Okay, that's what's up, yo. Yo, that's why we gotta have a whole show with you on here, my brother, because like you
Oh,
got.
we're gonna talk. Yeah, we're gonna do. We have to do another Black Tech Building Program special. I'm recording it now, so you guys will hear the conversation on my website. So I will be putting it up.
Yeah, and y'all go over there to those channels I put up in the chat room to make sure y'all go check out my brother Ben and everything he got going on. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my brother Bakari channel. But all our channels is about to be erased because YouTube is about to be done. And I'm gonna say it again, and I don't care if they block me again. It is what it is. But you know, like I said, man, do any of y'all got any last words?
Oh, let me say last one. I hope everybody, that I hope we take down all these ADOSs, FBA, these fake B1s, like Sanada Polite. The whole network is a joke. The Manosphere, the Woman Spears that's on Black YouTube, we're gonna take you out. Whatever is these Native Americans. We talk about that bitch as a Quan. Yeah, no, his sites. His site never been not one of those channels. Oh, he talks about his channel taken down. But okay, so why haven't you had to make another channel? Because I know he still hasn't been taken down for any of the stuff. Oh, it's a small channel. Oh, yeah, it might be a small channel, but you've never got the hard stuff. Because I know you've been taking you have you had your channel taken down once for a forecast?
Well, it wasn't all the way down, but I was like, I couldn't post nothing for like a couple of months.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go. There you go. There you go.
I can't post nothing on there right now. They got me blocked right now.
Oh, what?
Yeah, on my main channel. This was on my backup channel, but you know the main
Oh,
channel.
oh, main channel. That's all. That's right. And that motherfucker's still posting up there.
Yeah, that Polish kike bitch fucking blocked me. So, bro, it is
He
what
doesn't
it
even.
is.
He doesn't even say it. He doesn't even say it on YouTube. He doesn't. He hasn't had the balls. He doesn't have the balls. I hope he. I know he's gonna listen to the show. I know he's gonna listen to this show tonight because I know I have my own site, so he doesn't have anything to say because there's so much evidence that I think this brother Cascott has got on from YouTube. He's got so much. I can go evidence from that. I can go after the one time he was referencing to a white woman, and then he was on that Pan African Brandon's Pan African Strike Back, and he was backpedaling that interview. I said, "Whoa."
Who you talking about?
You know that Quan from
Oh,
talking
Al.
about,
Yeah, I know Al Quan.
yeah,
Yeah.
he backpedaled. We should have let that clown walked in here, but well, it's YouTube. I forgot, but he won't. If it was our site, he couldn't walk in here. He wouldn't even click on it.
Yeah, that's the power of having your own stuff. Well, yo, Bakar, you got any last words, bro?
No, man. I thank you for letting me on, man. I have spoken my last words, man. Thank you.
All right, bro. Hey, yo, I got you next time, Ben. Cause we gonna catch you at the beginning. So let me know when you free. I'm gonna email you though, bro. But I appreciate you for coming on here, bro.
Okay.
And
Thank
like you said, bro, like when we control our own platforms, we can do what we want, and no kike, no chink, or no Polish bitch can tell us what to say or not to say. So as always, man, if I'm still up after this show or whatever, I'm gonna holla at y'all next time. But as always, man, we have got to start standing for something, or we're gonna keep falling for anything.
Oh, just like what's going on with Philadelphia, they require vaccine mandates now.
Yeah. All right, bro. I'm about to get off here. All right, bro.
I'm gonna continue on this broadcast for a little bit, and you guys, I'll keep recording and I'll put it up for you guys. All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, peace, bro.
Yeah. Bye bye.
All right.